Darren James will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Carlos Perez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Hey, we got no one.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, spring training is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season, getting used to being in there day after day. I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least he shouldn't be.
Stepping in now, Josh Rutledge. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Stewart is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Rutledge is retired, 2 down now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Andrelton Simmons will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Get ahead of him right here.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Take sign must have been on there, because that's right down the middle, strike 1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but If you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber moves over.
I go.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. John Jay is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 8-0. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final.
Darren James will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the 9th.
Darren James.
Yasmani Grandal is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Javier Baez will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Now playing center field, number 9, Javier Baez.
Striding in to start the 9th, Adam Valentin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
All right, here we go now.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Lays off 2-2 now.
2-2 the count.
Grounded back up the middle. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Craig Crenshaw gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Here it comes, 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Baez.
Ball.
1 out.
No runner, no runner. Hold it right there, hold it.
Ken Williamson will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Williamson.
Come on, guys.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Get ahead, stay ahead, buddy.
Stepping in now, Claudio Silva, as this is popped foul behind the plate. It's strike 1.
We got 2 down now.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Well,
now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the
Darren James is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Kevin Wallace is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Kevin Wallace.
In there at the knees, strike one.
0-1. That thing's coming in there
Come on,
hot.
Matt, here we go.
96 miles an hour.
Hey, no outs here.
And it's quickly 0-2. That misses 1-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 3 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
All right, here we go now.
Hey, one away. One away.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Corey Seager waits on deck. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jones has a read on it. 2 down. Austin Barnes will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Come on, guys.
Shot to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Cut, hold it, hold it.
Yeah, a nice effort here at third. It gets on him pretty quickly. Maybe if he's a foot taller, he's got a shot, but this one had left field written all over it.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Jesus Montero. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yep, and I think
Darren James will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring. Giovanni Urshela will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Giovanni Urshela.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen.
Up next for Cleveland, shortstop, Giovanni Urshela.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
And this is where the Indians just need one hit.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward posts under it.
I got it.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah.
Your attention,
Darren
please.
James is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Robert Kluka is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Jed Jerko will also enter as he takes over at third base. Mac Williamson is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right. Kevin Valido will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Now playing right field, number 51, Mac Williamson.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Leading off for the Athletics, designated hitter, Kevin Valido.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. The throw pulls him off the bag. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
Fair or foul? We'll let you be the judge. I thought I saw some chalk kick up on that one, and yeah, you can see it right there. It pretty clearly kicks up a puff of white, so that's a good call by the first base umpire, and that'll wind up turning into a double.
Martin Ozuna will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Ball inside.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Hey, no outs now.
Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done for a Spangenberg. He'll get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Williamson is there, 1 away.
No run. Play hold.
Mark Canha will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hey, we got one.
Here's a line drive into left center. Will that get the job done? It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Edward Fontaine will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Edward Fontaine.
Yeah.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. He's able to jump ahead.
Hey, come on.
That's taken. Right, now it's 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And another foul ball. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Baez has it. The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly...
Darren James will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Dino Dominguez will also enter as he takes over at third base. Steven Velasquez is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth.
This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing right field, number 51, Mac Williamson. This change defensively for the Cubs. Now playing first base, number 15, Robert Luca.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up.
Catcher, Steven Velasquez.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Two and one.
2-1. Hey, no outs here.
Ball.
3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Steven Hudson will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he lays off for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for San Diego. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Hey, we got one here. Come on,
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, that's how you neutralize a leadoff walk. He settles down, gets his focus back, and delivers back-to-back strikeouts.
Rocky Gale will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
2 outs here.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Russell's got it. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.